Okay, so I played Taihang in pre-release. I didn't play that many matches, but I don't think I need that many matches to actually get a handle on this ship because it's pretty simple. So the main thing you need to understand about this is that it's a Japanese hull. It's a 32mm armor scheme, which is really important because of the comparisons I'm going to make. So it's 32. It's kind of French in a way because it's 32 over most of the top. And that's going to be important because we're going to be comparing it to ships like Slava. This ship has the opposite of Russian dispersion. So you have 406mm guns in 4 double turrets, 2 forward, 2 aft. But the interesting thing with this ship is that it has the kind of Slava Champagne kind of dispersion formula. And so what that means, unlike the Russian tech tree ships, which are relative to other ships, more accurate at close range and less accurate at long range, relative to other ships, this is the opposite. So at close ranges, relative to other battleships, this will look like a shotgun at close range, really inaccurate. And at long ranges, compared to other battleships, it's going to look really accurate. So the dispersion is going to be really tight. This is a long-range sniper. But unlike Slava, which has 25mm plating on its nose and its stern and can therefore be overmatched by a lot of things, this has 32mm. Now, 32mm is really vulnerable to HE that can pen 32mm, like some of the cruisers can, so the heavy cruisers, the super heavy cruisers, some of the bombs can do it, the carriers can do it, so there's a lot of things that can pen 32. But if a battleship that is less than 460mm is shooting at you with AP, you can bow tank it. And you can't do that in Slava. So, and Baji is kind of the same as this in terms of having that ability to resist overmatch. What it doesn't have that Baji has is the extra plating on the deck, because this is 32 from stem to stern. And so you're a little bit more vulnerable than some of the other battleships, but you can bow tank. And that enables you to be a little bit more aggressive than you would be in a Slava. So on Slava, you really need to not get shot at because you're quite squishy. Whereas in this, you are an actual proper battleship and you can actually bow tank. But if you start getting spammed by something and you either know that it pens 32 or it's one of those kind of like maybe it does, maybe it doesn't because of IFHE, and you start to notice that you're getting a lot of damage, you need to move yourself pretty quickly. And definitely like don't park inside a Howden Liu's bomb range or anything like that because it's going to take you apart. Its AA is also not great, so if a carrier takes a shine to you, you're going to need some help with the AA. But the point is you can be a little bit more aggressive in certain situations than you would be able to be in a Slava. But apart from that, it's very, very, very similar. Because it has that really, really good long-range accuracy, so you want to take advantage of that by being quite far away from the targets. It's going to be really, really good for cross shots, so 23.1 as I have it set up here, that's with reload, not range. So you could go a bit further if you wanted to. It doesn't have a spotter plane. And it's really good for cross shots. It's really good if you overmatch any of the cruisers with your 406. And other than that, it's pretty simple. It's battleship. Okay, it has these torpedoes. So it has deep water torpedoes. They can hit cruisers. They're mounted on the back, so the angles are pretty good, but it's very far back. And so if something rushes you from the nose end of your ship, it's going to take a long time to get to the place where you can torp it. And probably if it's a cruiser, for example, that has torpedoes, it's probably going to out-torp you. But there you have them. I don't think I ever actually, in the games that I played, managed to use those. But they're there. Particularly if you've got your butt poking around an island and something comes around on you, it could be useful. But they're just not really that interesting, those torps. They're 10 kilometers, deep waters. But the main thing with this is the guns. Normal hail, DCP, nothing fancy. It's quite slow. Really good gun angles. This turret here is 360. None of the others are, which means you're better bow in than stern in, because it means that you can rotate through this arc here and keep three turrets on target to the front. Whereas if you're stern in, this one is not 360, and so you would struggle to do that. Because this gun, if you switch sides, has to go around the whole of the back. And so if you can be bow in, be bow in. I think that's all I need to say about this, actually. It's pretty simple. I like it. I really like it. It slaps. If you like Baji, if you like Bungo, if you like Slava, if you like Champagne, if you like any of those ships, you will probably like this. Will SAP work against it? Yes. Hidden plates. The hull is Iwami-ish, I think. And you can see by like the flyouts of the back there. I think it's Iwami. So it's probably got whatever Iwami has. But the game won't tell me that anyway. Kind of complicated. It doesn't have a cheek. Alright, that's pretty much it.